Hello, take a look here. So I have some SI units. Notice that all of them do not have any prefix, yeah, except the kilogram. The kilogram is the exception. Yes, the prefix kilo, but the rest have no prefixes. So when we do calculations, when we are plugging in numbers in the formula, we must make sure that we plug in the numbers for units without any prefix. Let's use an example. Let's say we are using the formula V is equal to F lambda to calculate the speed V of a wave given by its frequency F times its wavelength lambda. So V is equals to F lambda. So frequency is given as 1.2 kilohertz. Lambda is given as 27.5 cm. Now, if you plug in these numbers, your calculator is going to tell you 33. But is it 33 cm per second? Or is it meter per second? Or what, right? Yeah, it's not very clear because you didn't convert them into the unprefixed values before you plug in the numbers. So what we should have done is to convert them, yeah? So instead of 1.2, we should have written 1200 hertz. And instead of 27.5, we should have written 0.275 meters. Use your calculator, you are going to see the number 330. So what is the SI units for speed? Meter per second. Yep. So if you do the conversion here, it's very clear that it's very clear what the units for your answer will be too. Alright, let's use another example, this formula here. So the period of a spring mass system T is given by 2 pi square root m is the mass of the spring mass system and k is the spring constant. So what are the numbers we should be plugging in? So we are told that m is 800 grams. So instead of 800, we have to write 800 times 10 to the power of negative 3. Because we have to convert it to kilogram, you see? Yeah, kilogram is the exception, the only one that has a prefix. Then at the bottom, the spring constant, 2.0. Now, it's given as Newton per cm, and that's no good. We need to convert it to Newton per meter. So cm is of course 10 to the power of negative 2 meters. But careful, this is not cm, this is cm to the power of negative 1. So to convert cm to the power of negative 1 is actually 10 to the power of 2, yeah? So 2.0 times 10 to the power of 2. It should make sense, because if it's 2.0 newtons for every cm, then for every meters it should be larger, right? It should be larger. So pick up your calculator and you get this number 0.397. Now, what's the SI unit for period for time? Second. So you don't have to think whether it's second or millisecond or whatever because you have substituted values that are in the unprefixed form. So get the idea? So when we do calculations, make sure you plug in numbers that correspond to the units without prefixes. Except the kilogram. The kilogram is the exception. If you do that, then the answer also has the units with the unprefix, without any prefix. Alright, that's all. Ta-ta!